Welcome to Theme Park Map Monday, episode 32. This week we're going to go back to 1992, and this is Busch Gardens in Williamsburg, over in the good old US of A. And being 1992, it was opening their big, like will become their signature ride, the Drachen Coaster, a Drachen Fire, and obviously a dragon. It's based on mythical dragon in Germany, which for those you don't know, Europe. So the whole thing with the European concept was quite unique to this park. The other park that was always famous at the time was the one in Tampa that was going against Disney World, which was known as the Dark Continent, an African theme park, but got quite a lot of abuse for a few snowflakes and stuff calling it racist. Don't know, beyond me. I think some people look for racism where it doesn't exist, but hey, what do I know? So the Drachen Fire one was obviously big news for the day. 1992 is when kind of the era where a lot of these big roller coasters were coming around. So I've done a nice little flyer just advertising all the stuff there. A little bit of a calendar. See, even that one not open all year round. I'd imagine it's been a long time since it's been here, so I imagine now that they have the normal openings like for Halloween and Christmas and everything that everyone else is doing. This was obviously owned at the time by Anheuser, so you could always get a beer there as well. And I imagine you can still get beers, and especially in these sort of like festival houses, like replicating what they have in Germany. So here's the main map with Guide to Fun and Adventure in Williamsburg, and we'll get right to the areas of Europe that we all know and love. So the way to get to Europe without actually even leaving America. So we've got Banbury Cross, England, which obviously after the right old poem of Banbury Cross. You've got the Royal Preserve, a petting zoo and menagerie, and the Aeronaut Sky Ride, arrival from Rhinefield, departure to Aquitaine. Yeah. Then we got the Heather-Downs in Scotland with the Loch Ness Monster, double looping steel roller coaster, remote control boats, delightful rides for smaller kids, Highland Stables, Pig in a Kilt with the food down this way, Loch Ness drinks. So yeah, a little bit of imagination. The Enchanted Laboratory of Nostradamus the Magnificent. This is going through Hastings, because Hastings is obviously very famous for the Battle of Hastings throughout the world. Aquitaine, France. Then we've got concerts and shows in the Palace Royal Theatre. Then we're going over to New France, with rides and attractions. It's a log flume there. Departure from Heatherdown, so a train station that takes you around the park. Little train rides, always been very popular in a lot of parks. I think that's what surprised us in Disneyland Shanghai, that there just wasn't a train around it. Very unusual, especially for a Disney park. Then we're going on to Germany with the Rhinefield, the Rhine with riverboat rides, which are going to be. Antique merry-go-round, children's rides and play area. Nice little theme park, nice themes. At this point, not too many thrill rides, but obviously it's been building up over the years, and from what I understand it's still a very good park, nice themed, well run, so hoping to get that back there one day. So we're going from Germany. This is where we say they've opened Drachen Fire, so the new roller coaster is setting a bit of a precedent for the park. And then on to San Marco in Italy, where we've got a few rides at Da Vinci's Cradle, the Batter and Ram, little balloons, flying machines, a lot of thrill rides that are aimed at families and kids. And then we go on to Festa Italia with some more. So Rapid Ride, train station, Gladiator's Gauntlet. I should imagine nowadays, I haven't looked into this park for a long time, but I imagine now they've got some of the sort of VR rides and film rides and things that are cropping up everywhere. So we just go over to the back quickly, and again, pushing Drachen Fire. Great picture that, it's got real detail. And it kind of does justice for what is a very good ride. So there's all the normal guides and places to eat, lost found, strollers, wheelchair hire, baby swap information, season pass information, and the whole of the 1992 operating schedule. Can't believe how long ago some of these things are. So now we go, open up the map and swing that round. Your guide to the fun and adventure of Europe at Busch Gardens. So again, you can see a long train. That's a train track running throughout the park. Lots of good rides. It's a bit of a, not the best map. It doesn't show a lot of detail, but it does show from the entrance down here. Ticket sales, a nice sort of plaza. As we go into England with what we said about earlier, Banbury Cross, Hastings, Heatherdown, Scotland, Globe Theatre Recreation, which is kind of nice. Nice to see a bit of home from home, especially for us Brits travelling abroad. Over to a typical moat into Hastings, England. It's kind of like England, like, when we go to parks that are depicting American film culture. They're made to look more like studios, and these things are as we would like to imagine England was in its sort of medieval heydays. But it's always nicely themed, and it's nice to come to somewhere that's clean and nice and looks like how we'd imagine our home country to be. And then we're going into France, a quick drop across the water, or down a footpath and over a railway as it is here. Got a nice sort of supply of the French theming and rides there. Then, as is customary, down to Germany, quick drive down the Autobahn, where we've got the Oktoberfest, and we've got these new rides, like I say, right over here, Drachen Fire, right next to this big bad wolf. Which again, great rides, great choice of rides, nice big areas, so it can get busy like any of the parks, but it seems to hold the crowds well. So, and then we go down to Italy with the Festa Italia, San Marco, Da Vinci's Garden of Invention. Da Vinci. Never was any good at foreign languages. And so that about covers it. So that about wraps up this week's episode of Theme Park Map Monday. Hope you're enjoying the series. Can't believe we're at number 32 already. And we'll have to dig back in the pot and see what we come out with next week. Once again, thanks for watching and see you next week.